Yo, people, come back to the Fix Podcast. It's born out here with Ari, and we have a very different guest in the building.
Very different.
All right, he's Kyle Chin. He's going to tell us about the RFL Fight Night on October 26th, right? And MMA in Jamaica. There we go. Sure. Bless up, Kyle.
Blessings. Thanks for having me.
Bless up.
First of all, you're so cool.
Huh? Appreciate it.
like looking up.
Courtesy of Crispy Cool.
Yeah, well, the AC, no, but I was like looking on, like just researching and looking up. I'm like, wow, that's awesome. But why you decide to take beat up? That's my question to every MMA person. Like when I watch it, I'm like, what? Who choose to go in an octagon to get pounded for what? A belt? I don't know.
For belt, for money, but
because you're retired MMA.
I'm retired now. I'm retired now. I'm never take no beat up. Undefeated. Let's do it.
For real?
Yeah, undefeated. But it's for the love of the sport. Like when you start to get into it and you really start to understand that this is really about mastery of self. It's not even about the other people. Like you start to learn how to master your own body, and your body starts to do things that you never expected that you could have. You know what I mean? And then there's no feeling. I promise you this. There's no sport that can compare to the feeling of physically and mentally besting another person in that cage and then or the ring and holding up your hand after a victory. It's a different feeling.
Can just imagine.
Is it the primal testosterone man where it's like, I conquer lion, I conquer beast? Like, is that
I feel like it has a part to play for sure. But I mean, look how many women are in the sport.
Exactly,
I mean,
it's
true.
That was a sexist
yeah. But
okay,
I mean,
fair.
Hey, don't get it twisted. I feel like it definitely is a part of like feeding that primal side of us.
Yeah. But wait, isn't it more men? More men in
oh yeah,
the
for
sport.
sure.
Right.
It's more men
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially in Jamaica, man. I've been trying to get them female fighters to come on the card.
Not the
few
face.
and far between.
Not the face.
One of our biggest fights was a female fight. It was wicked.
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
man.
Okay.
Which weight class?
I think it was maybe 135.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
What that would be like? What?
Bantamweight.
Mm-hmm.
So
I know a little bit. Yeah. Well,
sorry, it's featherweight. It's featherweight. Bantamweight is 145.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Of course, he's right.
But I mean, those guys made such a huge row, and they really put on a wicked show. It was a girl from JDF, so she was a former boxer, soldier, and she took on a young girl who grew up in it. Like her brother is our main event, and she was practicing for a while and stuff. So it was two hardcore fighters going at it, and the audience just really, really loved it. Got writes up in the newspaper and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, you go full round him?
They did 3 minutes. It was an amateur belt, so it was 3 minute rounds. But they did 5 3-minute rounds because they're fighting for the belts.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, and then to know that you're I don't know if you're still the disease Still's disease.
Yeah.
I was wondering, like, was that you discovered that, and that's why that made you go into fighting?
Yeah, pretty much.
Right.
Pretty much. I mean, I'd always been in sports my whole life, right? And I played squash for Jamaica.
Wow.
Swam for school. Did volleyball. It was a whole heap of sports. I was
always
into
an
sports.
athlete, like
for sure.
To the choreo.
But I don't think I ever really took it serious as you should. And I just started training. I was doing Kung Fu at Iron Lotus Academy. At the time, it was Wing Lung. And got sick and really affected me bad. My legs lost all muscle mass in my legs. I couldn't really walk. I had to use a cane.
Wow.
And, they really took a little time before they could figure out what it was. But luckily, there was this doctor from Nigeria who had seen it before.
Wow.
So he was able to, after about a month, to diagnose it. And we're able to start treatment. And then being in that state, like not being able to use my body after being an athlete, you know what I mean? It really messed with my mind. So when I started to rehab, I was going back to the martial arts, going back to the kun, other word for dojo, but Chinese, and just using the martial arts as rehab. And then eventually I was like, hey man.
So who suggested the martial arts? Was it like a case where because it was being taught in the dojo or the kun,
yeah.
Was it that it was being taught there and you just decided to use it as a way of training? or
Yeah,
is
so-
someone recommended that you?
No,
you-
I mean, I'd always had a love affair with martial arts. You know, young
Yeah.
boy, I grew up, I watched Kickers, Jet Li, and
Mm.
you know, Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee and all them
Mm.
things. So I always had a fascination. Did karate when I was very young,
yeah.
and then quit. And then, you know, so this, I kind of like reached a stage where I was watching a show, and there's a youth in the show who's always like, he have an obsession with martial arts. And Bridget looked at him one day and said, Bridget, if you love it so much, why don't take a class? Right? It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And Charlie looked at him and said, oh, if you love it so much, take a class, bro.
yeah.
And it just rang to me and I was like, bruh, go take a class. So I went down and I was living pretty close to the school too. So I was like, yo, just go start, and just got obsessed. And then when I had started training back and started feeling stronger again,
Wow.
my Sifu, Matthew All said to me, you know, I'm going to put on a like a kickboxing tournament. and I
Wait,
think I should
Sifu
do
is
it.
like your master?
Sifu is
Or
like,
your-
yeah, it's like sensei.
Okay, yeah.
So, but for Kung Fu is Sifu.
Yeah.
So I'm saying I'm going to put on like a Kung Fu thing and like a tournament, full contact kickboxing. So I'm say, him say, want me enter. I said, well, if you think I can enter, then yeah. So I entered that, ended up winning the tournament,
Yeah.
and then went on to do another kickboxing
That was your
fight.
first
Shout out.
tournament
That
and
was
you
the first
won?
tournament, yeah.
Was it the person's first as well?
No.
Shame.
Like the other people.
I'd
I
be so upset.
mean, one of the guys, as a matter of fact, one of the guys was like one of the pioneers of MMA in Jamaica. This brother named Robert Danger McCarthy. So Danger, everybody call him Danger.
Mm.
And he was one of the first man them that I knew about that was like going around the place and fighting. He was going abroad and fighting, you know. And so when I see him show up to the tournament, I said, why? How this man him can't enter this tournament? But when it don't matter if you're a pro in MMA, you can still do amateur boxing or
Wow.
amateur kickboxing or whatever.
Yeah.
You just can't do amateur MMA again.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, so immediately I was fearful, you know, but I was like, yo, we're there.
Mm-hmm.
We put in some training, let's do the thing. And ended up winning. So
Wow.
yeah.
So what inspired your love for filmmaking? Was it watching the same Kung Fu show, them same karate show?
I think it was just an obsession with films generally. Like I
Oh.
just loved film. And I think growing up, you know, you always hear people talk about if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life and them kind of talks.
Mm.
And then, you know, we came to the point where I was like, yeah, what can I do that I won't feel like I'm slaving away? And film was the thing. So, you know, did the whole, went to film school and all of that. And yeah, just been in it.
And I can say, of course, the influences in what you do online now with the BadmanFu.
Yeah, you
know,
don't know.
viral enough time over here. So even with this now, like what inspired this? Other than, you know, of course, you know, you love for MMA, you love for filmmaking.
Yeah.
What say you? What did Fatty and say, let me do this?
Well, I don't know, you know, it was like, I was sitting down there and so I had gone viral for this Jamaican Chinese thing.
Mm.
It was like a video and it, you know, went out about 6 million overall or something in views. And I was like, how am I going to follow this up?
It was a joke.
It was like, well, you know what I mean? I was just like, yo, what would be funny? You know what I mean? And it just came to me, the idea just came to me that, you know, I think I was watching something actually, and I love like, there's this guy that does, man, I can't remember the name of it, but he makes fun of like traditional martial artists,
Mm.
right? So he would just make fun of kind of the spoofs about how a normal black belt karate man would tell you to do this and do that. And I always find that stuff funny.
It's fine. You can curse here.
Great. Never forget about you. But yeah, so I was just like, yo. And I started thinking about Jamaicans. And the truth is, the average Jamaican man can't fight. The bad man, them can't fight.
Sure.
And that's really what the BadmanFu is about, is showing that, yo, if we do certain in badman ways, you know, you realize that all the badman culture is about intimidation.
I'm gone, yeah.
It's really just about intimidation.
Yeah.
And no man now fight with fists.
No.
Man take up weapons straight away.
No.
You know what I
Even
mean?
I sang them to like them discourage fighters.
Yeah.
Shoot like a shoot.
Shoot like a shoot.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny though, because it's true. I mean, yeah, there was I didn't want to say I skip, but not bother with that. But yeah, you know that speaks about that level of I should have me. Yeah. Like that level of
hold me back.
Yeah, like hold me back. That was the kind of that's how men are.
What Twan do?
Yeah, Twan did it. And he's like, hold me back. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. That's how we are. But if you actually see them fight, like go face to face, it's like, me cool.
And I tell you, the man, them wicked with, hey, the man, them can give some tough face, make you think to them wicked, No, man, I see it all the time. Because you see guys come on them. We do a little challenge for this, promoting the event, and we go pop in. And this brother come through beer tattoos and beer to them and walk tough on him, come on. Because the challenge is, we have 2 fighters and we're challenging anybody to try hit them in the face in 20 seconds.
What?
So the fighters can't hit back. You just try hit them in the face, 20 seconds.
Okay.
If you land a thump clean, you get $1,000 or $2,000.
Wow.
Gloves, of course, right?
Yeah, man, with gloves on.
What are you encouraging, Kyle? Yeah.
So one guy come through on him, tough face on him, walk around on him. I'm saying, go on there, so. But him, Yankee dude, so him have like a twang with it, And the man them tell him, well, go on. So my boy take off in Marina one time. And him start, Of course, when him start swing punch now, it's just like...
Probably well while.
Bro, it's beer them thing you go on.
More technique. Yeah.
But how many people look, just based on how you look, appearance alone, like how many people probably underestimate you?
The world.
The world,
But
yeah.
I don't ever want to look like I'm intimidating. You know what I mean? The whole point, I think what people will see is confidence, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm not trying to intimidate them.
Because how many people also with the racist stereotype of Chinese people like
but walking to somewhere the other day, I'm going to say, you look like you know Kung Fu.
The funny thing is, actually do.
I was like,
so live up to the stereotype.
Hey,
oh
man.
my God. I remember telling my mom once that, I asked her, Mommy said, Jackie Chan born for fight. Like, I just remember that saying to her, like one night we are watching on Jackie Chan show, and I'm like, Mommy, Jackie Chan born for fight, like, because every show you see me man do it. Like, is he a major inspiration to you?
More on the film side?
Film, right.
Absolutely. He's like a massive inspiration on the film side, like his stunt work. Yes. So I also have a stunt team, which is a part of why the BadmanFu team made sense. Yeah. Is in terms of what he does for stunt work and what he's done, I don't know if many people notice, like even parkour.
Yes, he's the first
Jackie Chan are the first man to them thing there, man. Like, especially on that scale and for people to see it. So, I mean, he's just a massive inspiration. The fact that he was doing all his own stunts and stuff, massive
favorite Jackie Chan movie.
Damn, that's hard. Man, Meals on Wheels. You probably don't know it by name.
Deep
but I promise you know the fight scenes from that movie.
Probably.
Some of the greatest fight scenes.
My own is him always trying to rescue the female.
That's all like a lot of movies. That's all like all movies. That sounds like every 80s, 90s movie.
Every Jackie Chan movie, I swear to you, it's like the night. It was a marathon on cable of Jackie Chan movies, I swear to you. And him just run in a one grey suit and white sneakers, and like that is it, and just jump. I don't remember
that
the
might
show.
Have been like Who Am I, or no, I love all of them. Like Rumble in the Bronx is my
classic.
That's my shit.
I think Who Am I, Rumble in the Bronx. You have one who not much seen named Beautiful.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I don't know that one.
And
Mr. Nice
of course,
Guy.
the comedy of Mr. Nice Guy.
Yes, Mr. Nice Guy. That was it.
Of course, comedy Rush Hour.
For sure.
Well, that's my ultimate. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. It's only one movie, him though.
Yeah, that you can't beat the collab, you do a power collab like that.
Yeah.
So tell me more about MMA in Jamaica,
yes,
right?
Yes,
Where is it at right now? How we can get more Leon Edwards, more Aljamain Sterling's in the team?
Yo, so this is the thing, and all right, so we have some hot spots. Mobe right now, there's a gym named Hybrid Athletics, and they've been really like growing the sport. There's a guy named Cassere Cassels, right? And call him Bulldog. And former fighter that been Jamaican, you come back long time, and him been growing the scene down there especially, and him have a stable of youths that are going real good. So, and this whole event is kind of turning out to be like a Kingston versus Mobe kind of situation. But there's a youth named Blake. So Shine, who is the main event on this.
Shine the Great Blake versus Anthony the Beast Joseph KO.
That was
the
last event. That was the last event.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So this one is Shine versus Darren Ware.
Is it?
Yeah, man. And Shine was number 1 in the Caribbean in 3 weight classes in MMA, which is beyond massive.
Yeah.
Right? And, you know, he of course, long-standing champion for us, went over and won the belt in Cuff. You know what I mean? And then won the belt in a lower weight class in Trinidad as well. So massive thing. And Shine runs his gym out of, it's called Ruthless Sports Academy, and he has like a whole group of youths that he's mentoring and bringing up, and they're all training together and stuff. And it's like it's a actual fight gym, you know what I mean? Where I used to train, Iron Lotus Academy, we have a couple fighters there, but you know, the martial arts training that they're getting there is epic. So even though it's not a fight gym, the training that they're getting there is epic. And that's where I trained my whole career.
Which is in Jamaica, Kingston, right?
In Kingston.
Okay.
Yeah. So those are the main hot spots, Montego Bay and here. Portmore, there's a gym over in Portmore called Fun Aerobics that doing them thing too, and they put on their little fights.
Which part of Portmore?
Could I tell you?
I remember there being like a gym near Edgewater.
It's Edgewater. That is where it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And they so, and we support each other. So like the gym in Portmore, the guy Odin puts on an event called Coliseum. Right? It's a much smaller event, but he put on him thing. Cheyenne puts on Smokers, right? And we call it Smokers. It's like a smoke show. So you just come through and they do sparring basically. But you pay and you go in and watch. But it's really entertaining stuff. So much smaller again. But it's just so that we can build up that activity. We used to partner with Cassary in Montego Bay, and he would bring up his fighters and they'd do like a jiu-jitsu tournament every 2 months at Iron Lotus Academy. Right? So the martial arts community over the last, I want to say like 5 years, have really changed our mentality, and we've really tried to start to just work together. You know what I mean? I mean, you have guys like, we're the new guard. Like I'm new guard. You know what I mean? Shine is new guard. Cass is new guard. You know, so we don't have the mentality of like, we want to own up this thing. Right? We really just want to grow it. We want to grow it, and we want to get to the level where we can send out our fighters and them can go and compete elsewhere. So just a while ago, the IMMAF, which is International MMA Association, MMA Federation, sorry, they just put on their Pan Am Games.
Okay. And
we came back with a gold medal.
Nice.
So Tyrese Thompson from Montego Bay, they call him the Tank, came back with a gold medal. So that's amazing. Big things. So big up Tank.
So is there a possibility that a fighter for us in Jamaica, like an actual born and bred Jamaican, can be in the UFC? Like,
absolutely.
Yeah. I know there was
That's what I want to say.
There was what name?
I mentioned their names earlier.
Randy Brown.
Yeah, Randy Brown too.
Yeah.
Aljamain still have Leon, but Leon living in UK.
Okay, right.
Aljamain living in US.
Right. So there's a possibility that we can have a champion.
I absolutely think so. I think a couple of guys who are on this card. I have my eye on a youth named Teron. Teron Rose Green out of Montego Bay there. Tank could do thing. Tank young. Tank is 20.
Wow.
Okay. And Tank just go win the gold medal there. And I mean, big and strong, super athletic, play rugby, American football.
Wow.
Some have a good athletic base.
Oh, he's a bobsledder too.
Really?
Yeah.
For Jamaica?
Yeah, of course.
Martin.
Top team. And then and Shine, who is our champion, I'm expecting big things. And this is his professional debut. So now he's making that road.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So what's the barrier to entry though? To like even to get to UFC? What's stopping us, or what can be done to elevate us there?
So a lot of it is going to be visibility, right?
Mm.
A lot of it is going to be visibility. So it's getting yourself seen and then also having a following. So one thing that I notice is UFC recruitment, you're looking at people who have high accolades in other sports, other combat sports.
Mhm.
So if you have an Olympic medal,
Yeah.
big things.
Olympic wrestling medal.
Yeah, big things. Easy. That's you
Like
get
if you
the
have a
type of
career in
attention.
kickboxing before.
Right.
and
So if you have
everything,
a championship in kickboxing or something
Mm.
before, those things get you the kind of doors open. Otherwise, you want to get on one of Dana White's shows like Contender or
yeah.
his Tuesday night series.
Mm.
So
Okay.
every Tuesday them have a Contender series
Mhm.
and they basically Ultimate Fighter or Contender.
Mm.
So the Contender series that they have, you know, guys who are prospects get invited to come, and if them impress on the night, them get a contract.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I mean, if you can imagine, it's just like Premier League and them thing. That is the amount of people who are trying to get in,
Mm.
right, is massive. But we just need to get in the right places, get in the right
Right. So
stages.
it's not the lack of talent even.
No,
you know. But I see that you
man.
guys have epic sponsors, so you can talk about your event on the night, October
That's why I
26th.
lead. And before we do that,
Yeah.
you think that the popularity and the growth in UFC over the past couple of years has helped to spark interest here locally?
Mm.
Absolutely.
So, mm.
Yeah, absolutely. I think UFC has always been a massive, like a rapidly growing sport.
Mm.
I shouldn't say
See,
UFC.
the sport, a league, yeah.
MMA.
Yeah.
MMA has always been a rapidly growing sport, and UFC, of course, being the lead of that.
Mm.
But even the advent of ONE FC and
Yeah.
Bellator MMA,
Mm.
which we have a Bellator champion too, by the way.
Wow.
Oh,
Jason
see,
Jackson,
you
he
never
might be there at the event. Randy Brown might be there at the event too. Them said he
man.
might come down. Jason tell me say his birthday is, must say 4 days after the event. So I'm not decide what I'm gonna do yet, if I'm gonna celebrate with us or what. Yeah, but I mean, the popularity of these leagues are growing so much, and people are definitely getting into it, and it's all over pop culture. You know what I mean? Like, you know, see people even working out in movies on punching bags without MMA gloves anymore.
That's true.
Yeah.
They're not even put on boxing gloves to wear upon the bag.
Yeah.
It,
You
it
know what I
has
mean?
surpassed boxing right now. in
For sure.
popularity.
And even somebody like Conor McGregor, who is
Mm.
just like a whole personality in and of
Mm.
itself, like surpass or even go beyond the league, has
Yeah.
really brought
Yeah.
interest to it. Because I mean, you kind of always hear about it. I remember watching Friends, and there was an episode called "The Ultimate Fighting Champion"
See
on
it.
Friends, yeah. And then it's like, but it's Conor McGregor. He was
Yeah.
the one that kind of piqued the interest, like what
Yeah.
it is, what this sport is, and whatever.
For the
So yeah,
casual, yeah.
yeah. So there's
We're always, you know, there's always that one character that comes along and
Mhm.
do the thing, for sure. Caitlin Clark doing it now for WNBA, like,
That's true.
or did it. So like she left WNBA, but yeah, man.
That's true. So tell them more about Rough Fight
RFL.
League.
Yeah, rough
Come on.
fight.
When it happen, where it happen, details, tickets, all these things. Tell them.
All right. So Rough Fight League, October 26th, Funland Hope Gardens. Gates open 7 o'clock. Fight start 8 sharp. Right. We're looking at 6 to 8 fights on the night, including a welterweight championship fight, and of course Shine going pro debut. You can get tickets online at xtickets.com, or you can hit up one of the outlets. You have the live store, you have Jungle Soundbar, and Jacana. But yeah, man, it's gonna be an epic night. And of course, Boom is gonna be there. We're doing giveaways, we're doing all kind of thing. We have a nice giveaway from Choka Foundation. We have True Shake, water on board. We're gonna have some jam goat burgers. We're gonna have
Yeah, but it's it up. Yeah, so
Yeah,
what is
man.
that?
you haven't had a jam goat burger yet? Well, listen from me. It's a supermarket right up there, so check them out, man. Just
Jam
go get a
goat?
jam
Okay.
goat burger. It's actually pretty damn
Goat
good.
meat.
Yeah, goat meat.
Okay.
And what they done is, like, some people don't love the gaminess, so them take out a little bit of the gaminess, but you can still taste that it's goat.
Okay.
Wicked, man. Nice.
I like
lean
my
burger.
goat curried. I don't know.
So curry your
Native for the
burger.
most part.
Burn the curry and drop your burger in there.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
But you get so much sponsors. That's what I was saying. So how long has the league been in?
So this is our eighth. This is our
year.
eighth
Yeah.
event.
Event.
Oh,
Yeah,
Mm.
eighth
Oh.
event.
Mm.
We've been going since 2018.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. 18, 19, 20.
And we were trying, really wanted to do like a couple, like 3 a year. Then we're trying to do a couple of years. COVID came along, all kind of things. But we were going okay, you know what I mean? And we just came back last year with a nice event at the Lot. was a wicked event that we had to move because we needed more space. And the place was just too
Yeah, that's
remote.
what I was saying. Like, at the
that.
lot, the lot
Yeah.
is, like.
Well, it was cool though. It was like a Coliseum vibe. People were up.
Oh.
Yeah, we can't get that vibe.
You know what I mean?
Okay,
It was
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, we definitely need a little more space. So that's why Funland.
At Hope Gardens,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
The food inclusive
inclusive.
VIP.
Yeah.
And again, I asked, is the fix getting complimentary tickets?
I mean, I feel like you got to. I feel like you got to.
No, but I'm gonna stay.
Yeah. Oh, the prices of the tickets though and the
All right,
ranges.
so
Yeah.
if we, for the pre-sold tickets, general is 4,000, food inclusive VIP is 10,000,
Okay.
5 and 12 at the gate.
5 and 12 at the gate. Okay.
Mm.
Oh, so for the 5
5 for
at the
general
gate. Yeah.
And 12 for the food inclusive VIP.
at the gate. Okay,
And
nice.
Jabbas and Jamgo Burgers sorting out the food.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
No, I'm
And
really.
Corrigoat will be there, by the way.
Oh, great.
We are having Corrigoat. HMH Farms, man.
Have
Sending
to.
out some Corrigoat.
No, but I'm very intrigued though. Like, it's my first time hearing about this, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it's like really interesting to see how much.
Miss my fights then, man.
Yeah,
Hey.
I did. But it's really interesting to see the sports growing because I really
Yeah.
think that a lot of our young men really do need an avenue for that.
Absolutely.
And I separate and apart from the fighting, it's just it really is great for young men to channel them them
Absolutely.
anger. And I feel like that's one of the
Trust me.
benefits of even like boxing and all that.
And I promise you, you will always know when somebody's like, when they start to do martial arts or even boxing to an extent, like there's something that's built in that you don't need to show aggression outside. And there's also this confidence that you walk around with that a lot of us, when we act aggressively, it's out of fear.
Yeah.
It's out of this you're uncomfortable at the time and that little insecurity that you're having, you don't know how to process it. So it comes out in aggression.
Yeah.
So if you feel more confident, you're generally not gonna be as aggressive to the outside world and the general public. Like you really, and your wick is longer. Like that's on the way, but essentially,
yeah, your fuse is
Your fuse, that's what I wanna say.
Yes,
Your fuse is longer.
yes. No, but it's true, and as you said, the mastery of mind, though, like to know when to assess this a threat, this is not a threat. When to walk away.
Because it's also like when you get put through so much in training, then you understand that the little things them that go and piss you off ain't no big deal, man.
So you mean I should do it so I cannot tell a taxi man, but
1,000%.
Probably if you try to do the anger issues.
Oh my god! Seriously, when you're in traffic, and like, has that ever happened to you where you buck up on something? Give me a situation where you buck up on somebody.
Today.
Really?
No, man, she was just terrible and a bore. I mean, I said, you can't just make me go on.
No, separate and apart from like
anyway.
road rage. I just want to know like an instance in where you like somebody did be aggressive towards you in everyday life, and then you kind of found your calm, and he's like, yeah.
You mean after I boxed them? No, right? Before?
Even
In general.
tell me, it
man.
don't matter.
I diffuse before them things that happen. Man.
Okay, how you diffuse? Like, what's it?
By not reciprocating the energy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? A lot of it is you realize why somebody's that way. You walk away or you just let them know, yo, bro, it's all good.
Makes sense.
You know what I mean? And then if it gets to a point, then you stand up and you look them in the eye and you show them that I'm not phased, but I will deal with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like most people, when them really look at you and realize that you're not troubled, but you're willing to go. You know that where Caesar talk about calm, dominant energy. It's just calm, dominant energy. You know what I mean?
And we need to get rid of the guns, though. That's the problem.
And Kyle's not going to do that.
No, I mean in general, like in Jamaica, we need to get rid of the guns and let like real men fight. Bring back fighting. Yeah, that's the problem.
I thoroughly believe people should just leave it at that.
Yeah, yeah.
People, that was Kyle Chin,
director
of RFL. And there, of course, some special event, RFL Fight Night, October 26th. Far out, buy a ticket. Everyone support the thing, MMA.
Hey, before we go, I didn't want to celebrate you guys. I think it's awesome that you've started this and you've kept it up and you've been consistent, and I've seen how they've grown. And I remember when you guys had just started. So I just want to celebrate you for the growth and
Oh my.
big up on yourself.
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean,
No, you gonna make me cry.
get that. I'm genuinely want to say I'd love to see like MMA grow here as a sport
man.
here. For real.
Yeah.
I mean, so continue work where you put in.
Wait, question. You think somebody like Nara could have do MMA?
Of course.
Okay.
I mean,
Of
I guess
course.
how can he know? But like,
But of
I
course.
think that. But yeah, why not?
Him and no crook, nothing wrong with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does depend on the weight class, and of course,
Yeah,
you have to do
that
like
is.
serious training.
Yeah. But you're too old though.
But you like
yeah.
the sport. Would you consider doing it?
Yeah, like when I watch, me feel like I could have done it when I was younger.
How old are you now?
34. Him
Listen.
just turned 34.
I started at 30.
Oh.
Yeah. No, not for the man them start old still. Old.
Oh.
Yeah.
No for.
What? No, but he started at 30. You're
Yeah,
gonna
but that's
start.
considered old still.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
For start a sport.
Yeah, but you'd start older than him. That's the
True,
point.
yes,
Yeah.
true. I was saying though, yeah.
You might have better genes than me, you know. No matter.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, I have an athletic base already. So.
Yeah.
See there?
Wow.
Exactly, so.
But yeah, where can people come to train to like you?
Well, I do personal training, so you
Okay.
can give me a shout out. You can check out my Instagram, Afro Asian Production. Sorry, Afro Asian Jamaican. And you can shout me up.
That'd be something when we do like when we get rich like Zuckerberg and we just want to do something
Yeah.
different.
How
Hey,
can I
But they
spend
really want to see
this
that
money?
fight in the man.
Yeah.
You know what's talking
With
about
Elon,
Elon?
yeah.
Yeah.
Who your
Yeah.
money on? I think.
No man, Zuck would have killed him. man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Even
yeah.
though something that Elon bigger than him, but
Yeah,
Zuck have more
Zuck put in
training.
no training.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Training,
But see him though, him look shredded. I'm like, this is what
Yeah.
MMA do. What?
Yeah, man.
Nice.
People, I can't change.
Yeah, bless
How we that, you know? Yeah, man.
you.
Thank you.